Welcome, my name is Adil and I'm your math mentor. Today we are going to cover how to find the domain of a function. So in Calculus 1, we work with functions that have two variables, an independent variable and a dependent variable. For example, in the linear function y equals 5x plus 7, x will be the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. So what is the domain? The domain is the set of all possible inputs for independent variable such the function is defined. So for example, if we plug in x equal 3, y will be equal 5 multiplied by 3 plus 7, which is equal to 22. So 22 is a real number, so there is no problem. Our function is defined. In fact, for linear functions and polynomial functions, there are no restrictions. We can plug in any real number that we want. Output will be always a real number. So that means the domain of these functions will be from minus infinity to plus infinity. It's limitless. Now let's look at another example. It's a rational function. Rational functions are a bit harder, but not by much. Let's consider y equals 3 divided by x minus 2. So here we have a denominator, which is x minus 2. From school, we know that we can't divide by 0 any number. And so our denominator cannot be equal to 0. X minus 2 does not equal to 0. So let's solve this one. X does not equal to 2. So 2 is a prohibited number in our domain because we can't put 2 instead of x. That means we have this restriction, but except 2 we can choose any other number. So that's why our domain from minus infinity to 2 and from 2 to plus infinity. So let's move to the third example, an interesting example with a square root, y equals 4x plus 3 and our root. Also from school we know that we can have a negative number under an even root. So this expression 4x plus 3 must be non-negative. So we can write this condition 4x plus 3 greater or equal to 0. For x greater or equal to minus 3 and x greater or equal to minus 3 over 4. So minus 3 over 4 is the least number in our domain. We can't put any smaller number. So that means we can put anything larger until our plus infinity. That's why our domain from minus 3 over 4 to plus infinity. So today we covered these three simple examples and we found their domains for linear function, for rational function, and for the square root function. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me on my social media. See you soon. Bye.